seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't widen.
How to understand that we cannot force others to love us. Hello friends, this is Yundan, and today's share is about understanding that we cannot force other people to love us. This is just a share, of course, from my own life experiences and of course from my own reading. It takes time for me to understand that we cannot force others to love us. Based on my experience, I learn and understand this thing now the moment I become old. I'm old already, and I already experienced a lot of things in this life journey. And now in my older years, I live alone. And why is that? I cannot force others to love me. I cannot force a man to love me. I cannot force others to love me if they are not in love with me. And I am sharing this with you because many times it takes time to understand about the situation. Many times we are doing a lot of things just to win love from other person. We do stupid things just because of love. Yes, I did that also before when I was younger because I want this, I want that, I want him. I reached into a bad decision into my life because I want this man. But as I grow older, I understand no matter what you do, you cannot force a person to love you. It's just that. Simple as that. Simple. But it's hard to accept because we want to love and to be loved. And sometimes the chemistry won't fit together and you cannot be together even you have children. So, do not use child or pregnancy to win the love of another person. Because when two persons have the good chemistry, they will just suddenly click together without any force. To understand this, it really needs maturity. Our mind and heart needs to be mature enough to understand the whole situation. We cannot force others to love us. We cannot force a man to love us. We must just simply wait, be patient, and wait for the right timing that you two will fit together, that you are meant to each other, that your chemistry together will click. We cannot force others to love us, but we must be patient to wait for the right person to come. It's hurting when you keep forcing yourself to let that person fall in love with you. It's hurting, it's frustrating, and many times we did the wrong thing of winning that person because we madly in love of that person. Being madly in love of that certain person, it's very difficult to handle because we are not listening to our mind. We are listening to our heart. We just want to follow our heart's desire. And sometimes it cannot be good. Sometimes we are hurting because of our bad decision. Forcing other person to love us can be a catastrophe in our life. Yes, I believe that, I experienced that, and it's not easy at all. To understand this, really, you must put yourself in the ground. Be grounded. Believe that you are a God child and God is madly in love with you. God is in love with you, not a person. Divert your mindset, knowing, understanding that a person cannot fully really love you. Only God and God alone can love you truly, and His love for you is unconditional. Therefore, yes, stop forcing others to love you. Stop doing things, stupid things, just to let the other person fall in love with you. We cannot force love to the other person. We must just simply wait that all things will fall into the right place. The two of you will understand, have that mutual feelings, to have that right chemistry, to fall in love. It is hurting when we cannot get what we want. It is hurting when we are frustrated because we are in love in someone and the other person is not loving us in the same way. It's really a very difficult situation. But in this life journey, whether we like it or not, we have to work on with our mindset that we cannot force someone or anyone to love us simply as that. I know this is not easy, but based on my experience, I have the crying nights, I have the sleepless night. And why is that? Because I in love with the wrong person. I am just thinking about what I am feeling. I am not thinking what is the right thing for me. But thank God I don't regret it. I survived that even it seems so hopeless. We must just have to work on with our feelings, believing in God, that God's love is unconditional to each and every one of us, and only God can give us a true and everlasting love. Why do we keep forcing love even people or person do not love us? And why is this? What is the reason of this? It is about our personal insecurities. People with low self-esteem or a fear of rejection may force themselves to love someone as a way to boost their own self-worth. They may believe that being in a relationship will validate their value or make them feel more desirable. We have to understand that we cannot force love. And we have to think that while it may feel impossible and certainly takes time to stop loving someone, when we love someone, it takes time. Use the time to work on with yourself. It's absolutely possible to do just that. Keep loving in a distance. In fact, you may find that it is no longer this person. You open yourself up to the possibility of loving others. But first, love yourself. It becomes easier for you to love others if you love yourself first. Understand that we can all find our true love, but we cannot force it. Trying to force someone to love you is a futile endeavor and will only lead you to a heartbreak and resentment. Remember, true love cannot be manipulated. Understand that. A beautiful organic connection blossom when both parties jointly care for and respect with each other, then the mutual love will come. You must understand that you cannot push love away. It goes beyond merely being heard. It's about feeling that our words hold importance to your partner. This feeling indicates emotional connection, trust, and vulnerability. Be vulnerable. True love feels less like adrenaline and more like the sense of calm you live when after receiving much needed hug. Yes, love is a choice or a feeling. Suddenly, when we fall in love, it's just, that instant feeling that you are having that love at first sight. While you may not have much control over who you fall in love with, you may have some choice about staying in love with that person. Love can be a feeling and a choice at the same time. Yes, when you can use your brain correctly, then you can do the choice if you are in love or not. Love often leads to psychological changes in the brain, and you can still decide whether you love or you will end that kind of relationship. You must understand that falling in love typically takes time. Yes, there is a love at first sight, but it always do not end well when you just love at first sight. You have to understand that true love takes a few months. Love at first sight is likely an expression of strong lust or physically desire that transform over time into romantic love for each other. There is no definitive time frame for falling in love, but you have to take the time to understand your feelings. You have to sort out your feelings, use your mind, and respect your heart as well. To understand with this matter really takes time for me. When I become mature, then I truly understand that we cannot really force others to love us. We can do all the things we need to do to attract that person. But at the end of the day, you cannot really force other person to be truly in love with you. You must have that right connection, the right chemistry to respect and love each other. You must have that right person to fall in love with. We cannot just be falling in love to anybody. It needs time. It needs understanding. And give the time to yourself. I am giving time to myself. Therefore, until now, I choose to be alone. Because loving someone who did not love you, it's very, very difficult. Therefore, I prepare to live alone, feeling good with myself and satisfied. I am well without that kind of human love because I trust God that He is the one who truly loves me unconditionally. This is Yundel. Thank you for listening. Thank you for dropping here in my channel. I am very grateful to each and every one of you supporting me here in my life journey. Remember, always use your time. Take your time to fall in love to the right person. I love you all and bye.
Like we feel the same, we